Bulldog Bob Brown wouldn't have liked it.
Hi guys, Margie, Dan,
Howdy.
we're the Gen
The
Xers.
greatest generation.
Yes, we want you to hit like and subscribe. And today we're going to be talking to you about some wrestling.
Oh yeah, WrestleMania 39. Now I remember the first WrestleMania I ever watched, and I believe it was the first one. 6th or 7th grade. Both grades got to watch it. I can't remember if it was closed caption, recording, whatever. It was a big deal. Both grades all together in the gym watching some Mania.
That's crazy. We didn't get to do that.
Well, that was just the kind of school I went to. Anything to get us away from book learning.
Right.
And then, I grew up, NWA especially was a big one, some AWA, WCCW, Texas Wrestling, which I know you and your family watched, right?
Yeah.
Because you're a stepdad, big Von Erich fan.
Yes.
More of a Freebird guy myself. Looking back in retrospect, both were pretty great. And then when we first got married, we watched all the NWO stuff, all the Attitude Era. A lot of years we watched it.
Yeah.
And then we kind of drifted away. Until now.
We decided to come back home.
Yeah. What'd you think of Mania 39, Mama?
I thought it was quite a spectacle.
Spectacle is the first word that pops to my mind when I think about it. Yeah.
It was meant to be a spectacle. Over the years, I think they've stacked, light show upon fireworks, upon dance crew, upon makeup and costume, and
Terry Gordy rolling over in his grave. Side of it.
Right. There was so much spectacle there. You cannot doubt that this is a big entertainment, a big piece of entertainment. But more of it was taken up by spectacle than by actual wrestling.
Not that there wasn't some good wrestling, but there were some long introductions that I think at times were longer than the match. Like Roman Reigns had an entire concert pianist symphony.
A sextet.
2-hour orchestra before he even stepped out to walk up to the stage.
And the walk was torturous.
It was torturously long. It was slow motion.
With the camera real tight on his face, and him emoting like crazy. It was a big entrance. But that was only half of it, because then, before him, we were introduced to Cody Rhodes, who also had his own giant,
if you will.
If you will.
Now this is Dusty's boy, right?
This is Dusty's boy. At one point,
he's in much better shape than Dusty ever was. I tell you that. He's eating some hydroxycut.
Were we gonna take a survey and see?
Oh yeah, who do you think was in better physical specimen, Dusty Rhodes or Cody Rhodes? Put it in the comments below.
Explain your answer. Show your work.
Well, Dusty, that was great, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
They're both definitely showmen.
Yeah.
Definitely showmen.
Hey, they put on a good match. Once they got into the ring.
Yes, once a half hour later when they got into the ring, it was an excellent match once they got warmed up to it.
Yeah, so it was definitely worth it, but it did take a while to get in there. Another incredible entrance was the Demon, Finn Balor. Apparently, a regular exorcism isn't going to do, even though they had that one dude. What's his name from that movie they were pimping?
Oh, I don't even know. I know what you're talking about, though.
Russell Crowe. I'm just saying, if I was the devil and I was possessing someone, I wouldn't be quaking in my boots if I saw Russell Crowe coming, probably.
Was the thing? Yeah.
But anyway,
unless I would. No, I'm not going to say that.
I might be if I saw Edge coming, because the only way apparently to get this demon out of Finn was if Edge beat it out of him
with a ladder.
And he did. There was not a blown spot, but accidents happen. He got cut open pretty bad, and to his credit, finished the match quite well.
And Edge played it out really well. He had to improv and stretch it out, probably about a good 5 minutes or more.
Yeah.
And just kept in character and pacing and growling around the ring, and he kept it going. So kudos to Edge for going on with the show.
Yeah, it was a little scary because they actually had the doctors looking at him ringside, which doesn't usually happen. And I saw a picture of it online later, and it was a huge gash. I mean,
on the top of his head. I thought he
pretty much
hit it.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Boy. But
Wow.
yeah, finished the match. I mean, these folks are no matter what you think of professional wrestling, these folks are amazing athletes, and they put their body through a lot of punishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else did you find memorable?
Charlotte Flair.
Oh,
And her match with Rhea Ripley. Yes.
I'm probably predetermined to like Charlotte Flair because Ric Flair has always been my favorite wrestler, right? But man, she did not disappoint. I'd seen like little clips of her before from earlier in her career, maybe just over YouTube. But like we said, we've fallen away from wrestling some now, and so I was glad to see the women's division getting so much more attention than it used to be. How good everyone has gotten, and that was probably my favorite match. Was her and Rhea Ripley. Yeah, it was just really good, and just like Ric Flair, excellent at telling a story in the ring, like from beginning to end, just with the action itself and facial expressions and go ahead.
I was gonna say the physical prowess Charlotte Flair has is amazing. She sold a move where Rhea was supposed to lift her unconscious body. She was supposed to be up on the ropes, lifting Charlotte Flair's unconscious body to then toss her into the ring. And Charlotte Flair sold that somehow. I sincerely thought she was unconscious when she was being lifted into the air. But only later did I realize what physical strength it must have taken to hold herself that way and help Rhea, in the throw. It was a sight to behold.
Yeah. Now, someone who was a little more, how do you say it? Less spectacular, I guess, in an introduction was Gunter. Who's this guy? The Choppah? I call him the Choppah.
Because he does the slap across the chest.
Oh, my goodness. I could feel those from here in Missouri.
Brutal.
Whoever introduced him, again, we don't know a whole lot about what's going on. We're just filling in blanks. Mm-hmm. But he had a hilarious introduction, I thought. That guy introduced him about, hey, y'all should be honored just to be able to witness this dude. And then he come out and he just looked like this big, stern German dude, and he acted like one, and those fellas chopped each other's chest bloody. All three of them. Sheamus, the guy.
McIntyre.
Yeah.
And Gunther.
Oh, boy. Literally bloody. It was like before the match, they all got together and said, hey, let's see how hard we can hit each other.
They had, It was like the World Slap Championships.
Wow.
Which you should check out, but then you should not check out because it's awful.
Let us know below if you want us to cover the Slap Fight Championships. I guess the final question is, hon, do you have anything else left to say first?
I was intrigued enough in this WrestleMania, number 39, to want to watch a little bit more occasionally and maybe talk to you guys about it.
That's what I wanted to ask. Was it enough to make us want to get back into wrestling? I say it's enough to make me want to give it a try at least and see if I want to get back into wrestling.
Let's dip our toes.
Yeah, let's do it. Let us know below if you'd like us to cover more.
And also, who is the more of a physical specimen?
Dusty Rhodes or Cody Rhodes? I say Dusty. Maybe his hiney was a little too big. Maybe he don't look like the athlete of the day. But brother, there's two bad men. And one of them is John Wayne, and he's dead. And one of them is Dusty Rhodes. And, well, he's passed now, too, unfortunately.
Right.